You know, I have to tell you, I haven't gotten to Shavuos yet. Let's see, is this today, 4 to 10? Announcements. It's the very beginning of Bamidbar. All right. Correct. Correct. Okay. Well, summer has begun. Yeah, but Memorial Day came, so now we can wear white. Whoever made that rule? It's the weirdest rule I've ever heard of. We didn't follow it in California.
Because you live in white snow.
All right, what it means is we're sick of snow. That's true. That is true. So I want to invite you to make the transition from the week, which has been not the best week in the whole wide world for a lot of people, but for those of you for whom it has been a great week, Zeitgesund, that's fabulous. So bring that joy into the day, and we're about to create a 3-day bubble, actually, because tonight and tomorrow is Shabbat, and then Zippo, there is Shavuot, the most underutilized holiday, I think, that there is. And it's a 2-day holiday, and it's a great holiday, and it's really good if you like cheesecake and blizzards and 10 Commandments and things like that. So you're all welcome to come back for the next 3 days. Our service begins on page 10. Yai-dai, nai-nai, dai-dai, yai-lai-lai-lai-lai, yai-lai-lai-lai-lai-lai, yai-lai-lai-lai-lai, yai-lai-lai-nai-dai, yai-dai-dai-dai-dai-dai, yai. Yedid nefesh avarachaman mishoch avdach eritzonach yarutz avdach kemo haya yishtachaveh mul hadach Adonai siv haolam nafshi cholat ahavat תתרפא והייתה לך שפחת עולם ותקיימו רחמך וחוסנה על בן אוהבך כי זה כמה נחשוף לראות בתפארת עוזך ענai לי מחמד ליבי חושנה ואל תתעלם יגאלנה ופרוס חביב עלי את סוכת שלומך תאיר ארץ מכבודך נגילה בני לי 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 yalla li 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 yalla li 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 yada di 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 yana li 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 yalla li 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 yalla li 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 yana ni 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 yalla li 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 yalla li 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 yalla li 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 yana di 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 yana ni 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 yalla li 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 yana di di And we continue on page 11. Let us go and sing to Adonai. Lechu neranana l'Adonai nari alitzur yishen nikad mafanav bitodah bizmirot nari alo nikad mafanav bitodah bizmirot nari alo ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim asher biyado mechkerei haaretz v'toafot harim lo asher biyado mechkerei haaretz v'toafot harim lo. The sea is God's, for God made it. Dry land was fashioned by God's hands. Come then, let us bow and kneel. Let us bend our knees and our new knees in the presence of Adonai who formed us. For Adonai is our God, and we are God's flock, sheep in God's caring hands. If only you would listen today to God's voice and not become hard-hearted like the people at Meribah, like that time at Massah in the desert when your ancestors tried me and tested me, though they had seen what I had wrought. Arba'im shana kut bedor, v'yomaram to'e levavhem, v'hem lo yodu derachai, asher nishbati v'yapi, im yavun el menuchati. On page 13, the first reading on the far left-hand side says that the Hasidic master Elimelech of Luzhensk taught, during the 6 days of the week we reach toward the divine through the work we do in the world, but on Shabbat we reach towards God through prayer and song. And I also think it's a lot of song. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru Miyom, Leyom Yeshuato, Sapru Vagoyim Kevodo, Bechol Ha'amim Nifliotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, Umalal Me'od. Adonai Shemaim Asa Hod v'Hadar lefanav Oz v'Tiferet v'Mikdasho Havu l'Adonai mishpachot ha'amim Havu l'Adonai kavod v'oz Havu l'Adonai kevod shemo Zehu mincha uva'u l'chatzrotav Ay yishtachavu l'Adon B'hadrat kodesh chilu mipanav kol haaretz Yimru v'goyim Adonai malach Abtikon tevel ba'al timot Yadin ahamim b'misharim Yismechu hashemayim v'tagel haaretz Yiram hayam u'meloh Ya'alo sadai v'chol asher bo Ay Az yiranenu kol hatzeyar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel v'tzedek ve'amim ve'emunato yalai lalai lai yalai lalai lai yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 Page 15. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismachuim rabim anan varafel tzvivav tzedek u'mishpat mechon kiso Eshav alav telech v'david zavay tzarav v'echar v'telav Atzarim gan Adonai milifnei Adon kol haaretz Hikiru Hashemaim tzil kavru kol ne'okoto Yeshbu kol avdei Pesach Ve'Adonai sinu ra shomer nahavshot chasidav miyad rashaim yitzileim Or zaru ala tzadik ule Yisrael simcha Or zaru ala tzadik ule Yisrael simcha Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai hodu lezeh kodsho Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai hodu lezecher kodsho Page 17. Mizmor shir l'Adonai shir chadash Ki niflot asa Hoshia lo yamino zroa kodsho You can read this psalm responsively in English or read anywhere else on the page that you would like. Sing to Adonai a new song, for Adonai has wrought wonders. God's right hand and holy arm have brought deliverance. Adonai declared as nations looked. God dealt faithfully and kindly with the house of Israel. The very ends of the earth saw our God's saving power. And joyful singing. Sing to Adonai to the music of the lyre, lyre and voices making music together, with horns and shofar cries, trumpet the presence. Let the sea and all that is in it roar, the earth and all who inhabit it thunder. Let rivers clap hands while mountains sing in harmony, greeting Adonai who comes to judge the earth, judging the world with justice and the nations with truth. Lifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, v'yamim v'mesharim. And we continue on page 19 with the selection on the lower left-hand side. This invitation to enter Shabbat is taken from a contemporary Tel Aviv prayer community and looks to Shabbat as an island of redemption. Baruch Boech Shabbat, Baruch Boech Baruch. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat, blessed is your coming. Bring with you rest and peace, following a tumultuous week filled with so many demands. Bring the space in which, with others and alone, we can shape an infinity of dreams. Bring the hour of forgiveness in which to hear the pounding heart of another human being. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your Creator. Blessed is your light. We continue on page 21 as we rise for Psalm 29. Mizmor LeDavid, Havu Ladonai b'nei Elim, Havu Ladonai, Kavod Va'oz, Havu Ladonai, Vod Shemo, Hishtachavu Ladonai b'Hadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai al Hamayim, El HaKavod Yidrim, Adonai, Adonai, Amayim Rabim, Kol Adonai, Ba'koach, Kol Adonai, Behador, Kol Adonai, Shover Arazim, Vaishaber Adonai et Arzei Halvanon, Ayar Kideh Kemo Egel Levanon Vesiryon Kemo Ben Re'emim Kol Adonai Chotzev Lavodesh Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh Kol Adonai Yecholel Ayalot Vayachesov Ye'arot Uvehechalot Lo Omer Kavod Kulo Omer Kavod Adonai Lama Bul Yashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitain Adonai Yivarech Et Amo Vashalom. Feel free to be seated as we continue on page. Everybody good? Just checking in. Everybody's good? All right. Page 23, L'chadodi. L'chadodi likrot kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela. L'chadodi likrot kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor v'diboreh El HaMiuchad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad L'Shem U'Tiferet Ve'Letila L'Chadodi Likrat Kala P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Likrat Shabbat Lechu V'necha Ki Makor Ha'beracham Herosh Mikedem Nesucha Sof Ma'aseh B'machshavat Chila L'chadodi Likrat Kal P'nei Shabbat Nekabela Mikdash Melech Irmel Rab Lach Shevet B'yemek Habacha V'hu Yachamol Alayim Elale Chadodi Likrat Kal korva el nafshi, nafshi ge'ala lecha dodi likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, hitoreri, kiva orech, kumi ori, uri, shir daberi kavod Adonai, alayich nigla lecha dodi likra kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, lo tevoshi velo tikami matish tochachi umatemi bach yechasu aniye ami venivnekta irati la lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela v'hayulim shiso shoasayim v'racha kukol v'valayich yasis alayich Elohayich kimsos chatan al kala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela yamin usmol tifrotzi v'et Adonai ta'aritzi al yadish ben parsi v'nismecha v'nagila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lo'i v'shalom hateret ba'ala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola tochemunei am segula bo'ikala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. On page 26, there's a prayer for mourners who are coming in during that first week of Shiva. I should have done this for you, and I will do it now. And also Dan in mourning. And so we say to you, Hamakom yinachem etchem b'toch Shavei Zion Yerushalayim. May the divine comfort you along with all the other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Would anybody like to light candles? We'll do it together. Oh, was that like a, would you like to do that with me? No, okay. I didn't know if you were making a move on your husband. Okay. We'll just do it together. So deep breaths. Think of all the exciting things that are happening this weekend. We're getting the Torah. We're getting the Ten Commandments. we continue on page 27. Mizmor, mizmor, mizmor shir, shir leyom ha-Shabbat. Mizmor, mizmor, mizmor shir, shir leyom ha-Shabbat. Tov, 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 tov lehodot, tov, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulzamer l'shimcha, l'shimcha elyon. Tov, 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 tov lehodot, tov, tov lehodot l'Adonai, ulzamer l'shimcha, l'shimcha elyon. Lagid b'boker chesdeka v'manacha v'leilat alei esplena ki simach tanya Magadlu mazechaya Kine v'chana kine v'chigavedu purple ve'amud organic Tzadika tamar yifrach kerez balvanon yizgeh shetulim beveit Adonai v'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun v'seva dishenim v'rananim yeyu lahagid ki ashar Adonai tzuri below On page 29, Adonai is sovereign, robed in splendor, girded in strength. The earth stands firm, not to be dislodged. From earliest time you were enthroned, you are eternal. In your house, beautiful in its holiness, your testimonies endure, Adonai, for all time. Edotecha nemnu meod leveitcha nava kodesh Adonai leorech yamim. We conclude Kabbalat Shabbat with Mourner's Kaddish. I invite those who are in mourning or those who are have a yard site to rise with me as we recite Mourner's Kaddish on page 30. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah b'yalma dibra kirute b'yamlich malchute b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimeru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mavorach le'olam le'omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpoar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yalma v'yimeru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimeru. Amen. And now we begin the Ma'ariv service, the evening service, on page 39A. I invite you all to rise for Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai Mevorach Leolam Va'ed. Feel free to be seated. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bivaro marivari v'chokhmah b'tei yesharim. V'chalivat hazmanim b'seder kochavim mishmartem. Umavir yom umevi laila. Mavdil ben yom uben laila. Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam. Tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Hamariv Aravim. Continue on page 40. Ahavat ba'olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Havtam Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadetam Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shachvenu v'kmeinu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'v'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu Ve'orech yameinu Ve'orech yameinu Uvahem nege Yomam v'layla Yomam v'layla V'yavatecha Al tesir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael. Page 41. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. V'yavtalecha v'chol levavcha v'chol shechol v'yadecha v'hayu advarim ha'ela asher nachim etzava hayom u'levavecha v'shimantam levanecha v'dibarta ba'al mishatcha v'etecha levta v'dershach kumecha v'chshartam lo ta'idecha v'yototfot b'neinecha v'chtabtam al mezubitecha v'yisharecha v'yam shmo tishmo mitzvotai asher nachim etzava. Esav savdecha Shamru lechan pen yiftav v'lochem v'sot v'vatem v'vatem. That's Usaptem et divrei l'avchem v'yalvchem k'shartem l'odai v'lechem v'yototfot b'nechem u'lemadatem otam et b'nechem v'daber p'mishotcha v'techa l'avta v'dershach kumecha v'chratam ha'mezavitecha v'yisharecha v'mani b'nechem. Like murder. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את מצוותיי ואתם בראשים בלבכם אני אדוני לכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים לכם. Adonai Elohechem Emet. I'm on page 43A or 43B, whichever you'd like to be on. Hosea Gadolodin Hacker Nivlodi Resparsum Nafshin Bahai Blonatan Mamarava. Amotavina Baram Kanino, Sanida, Selena Nisan Nekamava Faroto, Toptim Bead Benecham, Makina, Hermits Haviat, Santa by Israel, Matuham, and we continue on page 44. Umalchuto baratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe u'Miriam v'nei Yisrael lechanu shira v'simcha rabav yamru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh nora Malchut Charu Vanecha Bokeyam Lifnei Moshe Zeli Anu Ve'amru Adonai Yimloch Leolam Vahed V'nemar Kifat Adonai Yaakov Ugolo Miad Chazak Mimenu Baruch Atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. We continue on page 45. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shalom Echa V'taknenu B'etzah Tova Milefanecha V'hoshienu Laman Shemecha V'hagei Be'yadeinu V'asemelenu Ushmor tzitenu v'einu l'chaim l'shalom et aviat olam Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha Baruch atah Adonai Apore sukat shalom aleinu V'yal kol amo Yisrael V'yal Yerushalayim. As we continue on page 46, I invite us to rise for V'shamru. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam V'nei b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam oti le'olam oti le'olam V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Continue on page 46 with Chatzi Kaddish, and then continue on page 47 through the end of the Amidah, or whatever is in your heart as a silent meditation. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba v'yamad divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael b'gala b'gala uv'izman kariv v'yimeru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Le'omei Almaya Yitbarach Yibarach V'yishtabach V'yipa'ar V'jama V'yinaseh V'yadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei D'Kodesha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran be'alma ve'yimeru amen. Shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yimaru, Amen. We continue on page 53. Vayachulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevam vayachol Elohim bayom hashvi malachto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi mikol malachto asher asa vayivarech Elohim et yom hashvi vayikadesh oto kivo Shabbat mikol malachto asher bara Elohim lasot Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Konei Shamayim v'Aretz Magen Avod Bidvaro Mechaye Metim B'Ma'amaro Ha'el HaKadosh She'en Kamohu Hameniach le'amo b'yom Shabbat kodsho kivam ratza lahaniach lahem kivam ratza lahaniach lahem lefanav navod v'yirav afachad v'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid Ve'en habrachot el hahodot Adon hashalom mekadesh hashabat umevarech shavi hameniach bikdusha le'amek dushne oneg zecher Lemase Bereshit. Page 54. Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu ritzei imnuchatenu kodshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tein chalkenu b'toratecha Sabenu mituvecha v'samachenu b'shuatecha v'taher libenu le'avdecha be'emet v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'ahava uvratzon Shabbat kodshecha v'yanuchu v'Yisrael v'kadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat Kaddish Shalem Yikadav Yikadash Me Rabbah B'yamad Yivra Kirutei V'yamlich Malchutei B'chayechon V'mechon B'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael B'agalav Yizman Kariv Yimeru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Le'omei Omaya Yitbarach Barach V'yishtabach V'yipar V'jama V'yitnaseh V'yidadar V'yiteleh V'yitelal Shmei D'kudeshah B'richu Le'elamin Kol Birchatav V'shiratav Tushachata v'nechamata damiram b'yamav v'meru Amen Tikabal Sodon v'hon d'chol Yisrael kadmu v'hon d'vishmai v'meru Amen Yehi shlama rabba min shemai v'chayim Haleini v'al Yisrael v'meru Amen Hoseh shalom b'mramav Huyaseh shalom Haleini v'al Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimeru Amen. I'll just keep charging through. Unless somebody else has a yen. Any yens? That's okay. I think you did last week. Oh, no, you did lit candles last week. That was cool. Savri Chavarotai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho, b'yahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit. Ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim ki vanu v'chata v'yotanu ki dashta mikol Shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh haShabbat. This makes up for not going to Spirits and Spirits last night. There's a little bit of spirit and spirit in the Manischewitz. I should talk to them about making Manischewitz freezes or something. Well, it's nice that you sat down, except for now, it's Elenu time. So I invite you to rise as you are able. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula yotzer breshit, shalo asanu kugoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot adama, shalo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim v'yoser haaretz u'Moshe v'yikaro b'shamayim mimal u'shchinatu zo b'gavei meromim hu Eloheinu ein od emet malkeinu efes zulato katuv b'torato b'yadata hayom v'hashevota levavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim mimal v'al haaretz mitachat ein od. Okay, nigabel l'chana leinu l'roverza aleinu taken olam malchut shadai b'kol maseh v'vod alo ha'sharetz v'kivei d'v'shem nachan aleinu Ki המלכות שלך היא עולמנו תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
It's hard to sing of oneness when our world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our lives have gone, and nothing but memory can fill the emptiness their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were in company with those who we loved. It cannot help us to find what each of us alone must now become. Yet no one is really alone. Those who live no more echo still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives most fully, even in the shadow of our loss. Each life is a whole world, in each is the breath of the divine. In affirming God, we affirm the worth of each one whose life now ended brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. Remember the following members of our community whose yahrzeits occur this week. On Sunday, we're remembering Herman Steinkeller, father of Sidney Steinkeller. On Monday, the 7th of Sivan, we remember Ann Rosen, mother of Judy Bertram and Elaine Rosen. And we remember David L. Roit, father of Merle Nelson. On Tuesday, the 8th of Sivan, we remember Lillian Lazarowitz, grandmother of Sandrea Kornblum, Peggy Osher, wife of Harold Osher, Dorothy Rubin, mother-in-law of Donna Rubin, and Jenny Weisberg, grandmother of David Lewis. On Wednesday, the 9th of Sivan, we remember Cynthia Mack, mother of Rachel Mack. On Thursday, the 10th of Sivan, remember Jean Epstein, mother of Harriet Rice, Frida C. Millman, mother of Harold Millman, and Ida Edith Weber, mother of Ross Weber. And on Friday, the 11th of Sivan, remember Lawrence Lewis, brother of David Lewis. We also mourn the passing of Howard At any rate, a very nice man from Peaks Island that I didn't know, but is part of the community. We also mourn the loss of Jerry Gordon, who passed away, and his funeral will be on Tuesday. And Dan, your father, Meyer, what's your last name? Bodoff. He was the head of the JCA. Yes, when I very first came here. So we're so sad to hear that. I'm glad you came here, even though, like, I know that feeling of where do you go, what do you do? So, yeah, we remember Meyer Bodoff. Is there anyone else we're remembering?
Mother died in the hospital in Oklahoma.
May the souls of our departed find peace in your sheltering care, and may we all be blessed with peace, tranquility, and the fullness of life as we invite those who are in mourning and those who have yahrzeit to share in Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah B'yalma dibra kirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayedacho Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'yimeru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam le'omei omaya. Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipoar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'yalma v'yimeru. Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimeru. Amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens above bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all humanity, and let us say Amen. Pedlican? Pedlican. Howard Pedlican. I think that I Googled him, and I think that he He was one of the people who tried to secede from Portland at one of the islands, Shabbat or something like that, or he supported that. He was like a real radical, I think.
Responsible for a lot of the big gigs. The ex-president of the company that built the Lincoln Bridge.
The Zaka Bridge, yeah. Yeah, and he worked at Arthur D. Little. Huh. You know, everybody has interesting lives. It's really quite cool. Who were you saying Kaddish for? Yeah. So there are actually things going on. And one of them is not listed, the big one, well, not the big one, but the interesting one is not listed on the announcements. But tomorrow at, I think, 10:30, there's going to be yoga for people 10 and under. So if you know somebody who has young children and who wants to come, I wanted her to come in here and do yoga with us, but apparently it's at Hannah, is that her name? So she's going to be here from 10:30 to 11:15 doing yoga for 10 and under year olds. And that's just one of a number of things that we're trying to do for our younger population, so their parents can either get a break or come in here or whatever they want to do. So to that, also, let's see, tomorrow is regular Shabbos, and then on Sunday and Monday is Shavuot, so you know about that, followed with Kiddush lunch with some delicious dairy treats. Then there's on June 12th, this is sort of far away, but June 12th, also for kids, join TBE member, early childhood educator, and all-around lovely person, Rebecca Russoff, for a fun morning in our vegetable garden. She will have a craft table going, the kids can get their hands in the dirt, and if the weather is nice, we will have a water sensory table to set up. There will also be bagels. This meetup on June 12th will kick off what we hope will be an ongoing drop-in opportunity for kids to play in the garden and eat bagels. Did we mention bagels? On Sunday mornings. June 15th, everybody has to come. This is the Free to Be Me Pride Party at Temple Bethel. It was free to be you and me, but for those of us who were old, but they thought that was too long. Join us in the courtyard for snacks, beverages, and great company as we raise a glass to loving ourselves, each other, and celebrating Temple Bethel's successful completion of an 18-month keshet, that's a national LGBTQ plus Jewish organization. We finished the keshet leadership program to make TBE's culture, policies, and programs more LGBTQ inclusive. So that's going to be, it's just going to be a party. It's just going to be fun, and I invite everybody. Bring your friends, bring your neighbors, bring your, I think I'll bring my dog, I'm not sure. And then, finally, you'll hear me announce this over and over again. So you all, or those of you who are members, received that email about the joint TBE and Levy park, community park that is going to be built, that begins at the end of the courtyard. And on Sunday, June 26th, which is also when our annual meeting is, the annual meeting is kind of secondary to this, we're going to have an explanation of all that's going on and the vision behind this park, and kind of walk-arounds to see where things are going to be. It's pretty amazing. It's for the community, and it's for those of us here, and it's going to be very accessible, and it's going to be very beautiful, and it's something I've dreamed about for, you know, all the years I've been here. There's brunch, of course, so RSVPs are requested, but obviously if you don't make an RSVP, we're going to have a million bagels, I'm sure. So, and then, because that's going to be so much fun, we'll hold the annual meeting right after it. So that's what's coming up. Does anybody else have announcements? Anything big coming up? The Portland Bach experience is going on. I think I saw your picture in one of the publicity. I thought it was you. No, it's Sarah. And wait, Sarah? No, that's not your name. Sylvia. My God, it's been a week. And what's really cool is tonight was supposed to be the street party only it's raining, so that means it's Sunday night, and that should be very cool on Fox Street, I think it's called, or Anderson, and it'll be really cool, very cool. So, when's that? Right now, First Friday. Oh, so First Friday Art Walk. There's just so much to do around here. Me, I'm going to sleep.
Good for you.
I know. At least I hope I can. So, let's see. First, Shalom Aleichem, and then we have some challah. Did I ask if anybody else had anything to add?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I'm going to blame it on the Manischewitz. Anyway, it's so nice to have everyone here. Really is wonderful. I can't wait till COVID is over so I can push this thing back and we can all kind of be close together. At any rate, page 5. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Tzedchem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Did I do the Tzedchem verse? Oh my God, you guys. I was also thinking that announcement, we have 2 fabulous B'nai Mitzvah coming up. So Elisa Dew and Gabby Filler will be having their B'mitzvahs, and it will be fantastic.
At the same time, or different days?
No, different days.
Good.
But I forget when they are. They're like 2 or 3 weeks away.
I think there's one next week.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Bitte everyone, come have some bread.
How long was your other, Shliva Fuller location?
No, he was the director. That was, well, I mean, going back to the 90s, like 92, maybe.
In Maine or?
Yep, right here. Actually, the building was over on Ashmont Street, just a couple of streets over. Oh. At Beth Ha'am. So,